highway hums a neon hymn, a lullaby of chrome, where 16 lanes of promises convince you that you're home. The toll booth keeper counts the coin, he doesn't check your eyes. He knows you're chasing center lines beneath the sterile skies. But I saw a gap in the guardrail, a fracture in the stone, a place where weeds had waged a war and reclaimed what they own. I stepped entirely off the map. I let the engine die and traded in the asphalt truth for a gravel-throated lie. They say the straightest line is best to get from A to B. Efficiency is the modern god, the clock is cold decree. But geometry's a prison cell for the wandering kind, who leave the pavement's logic for the peace they hope to find. So I turned my back on the exit signs, the green and white command, and walked into the briar patch, the no man's hinterland. The shadows stretched to welcome me like fingers long and thin, asking not where I was going, but where I hadn't been. We'll take the crooked mile, boys, the path that breaks the spine. Leave the smooth and simple road for the jagged, twisting line. It's the chemin de traverse, where the lost are truly found. Walking 6 feet above the dead, and 6 inches off the ground. Yeah, walking 6 inches off the ground. The first mile was a struggle, the second was a curse. The brambles tore my canvas coat, the silence made it worse. I met a man in a tattered hat, he sat upon a stile. He said, I've been waiting here for you for quite a long, long while. I am the patron saint of detours, the lord of misdirection. I guard the sacred errors in the beautiful imperfection. He offered me a cigarette that smelled of burning leaves, and told me tales of travelers who would hear the no beliefs. He spoke of diagonal alleys hidden in the city's chest, where magic isn't spell work but the will to fail the test. The highway lights the road ahead, but the byway owns the dark on the main road. You were traffic, here you are a ghost, a spectator of the secret world that matters the most. So throw away your compass, kid, and burn your folding map. The only way to escape the maze, to step into the trap. So take the crooked mile, friends, the path that breaks the bone. Leave the safety of the crowd to walk the dark alone. It's the chemin de traverse, the sidestep and the straight, where the night is just a curtain for the other side of day. Yeah, the other side of day. Yeah. And the trees began to whisper in a language made of root and spore, saying you are not the traveler, you are the corridor. I saw myself on the highway, driving steady, driving straight, paying taxes, mowing lawns, arriving precisely late. I saw myself on the byway, starving, laughing wild, chasing fireflies in the void, a nature orphan child. Which one is the shadow? Which one is the meat? Does the road exist at all beneath the traveler's feet? The sky turned violet bruised, the stars began to scream. I was walking through the architecture of a fever dream, and old Professor Sprout was there, planting mandrakes in the mud, watering the saplings with a drop of traveler's blood. She said the roots go deeper here, they drink the underground. The surface is for shallow things where silence has no sound. I scrambled up the scree and shell, my fingernails torn, regretting every single second since the day that I was born. And suddenly the thicket broke, the canopy tore apart, and I stood upon a precipice, the byways beating hard. Below me lay the grid of towns, the circuits and the wires, the regulated happiness, the manufactured fires. But up here on the ridgeline, the wind was cold and clean. I saw the strings that pulled the world, the ghost within the machine. I wasn't lost, I wasn't found, I was simply in between, a variable in the equation, unseen and unforeseen. They call it wandering, to shame the ones who won't comply, to pin a label on the wings of those who dare to fly. The chemin de traverse is not a road you find by chance, it's a rhythm you must learn to walk, a solitary dance. It's the unexpected harmony, the color out of space, the refusal to participate in the endless rat race pace. So bless the crooked mile of the path that breaks the heart, to build it back together in a work of perfect art. It's the chemin de traverse, the diagonal divine, where the water turns to poetry and the blood turns into wine. We are the stragglers, the ramblers, the ones who went astray, and we wouldn't trade our brambles for your pavement any day. No, not any single day.